Hi, class. Remember last week we talked about talking and how we don't always use the words that we mean when we talk, and that we hope that the reader puts in the because. Remember that? Well, this next lesson is about long combined sentences, or combining two shorter sentences together to make one long one. If we make in your Revel, you've learned two terms and you want to pair these two words. Complex sentences are made by subordination or subordinating conjunctions, and compound sentences are made by coordination or coordinating conjunctions. So now I'm going to take us back to the thrift shop, and hopefully you didn't groan too loud. I do apologize for this so much. But for the first set, complex sentences using subordinating conjunctions, this is on your test, okay? So this is the sentence, on Saturdays, Mr. Houston. You can see I changed it from I to Mr. Houston. I changed it from first person I to third person Mr. Houston and he. He likes, notice how it changes the verb to from like to likes to go thrift shopping because he is cheap. Notice here, this is on your test. Write this down right now if you haven't written down anything else. No comma when it comes inside the subordinating coordination conjunction comes inside between the two sentences like this. Okay? Now, if we want to start with the because Mr. Houston is cheap, comma, there we're allowed to have the comma. He likes to go thrift shopping on Saturdays. And you'll notice there's no comma after it. No. There's no comma before or after it. No. Okay? So this is the very important skill for you to make sure that, one, you're using these, and two, you're using them correctly without the commas, because you are going to be tested in a grammar test on the end of the semester. Do you recognize that the comma should not be there? Okay? Both these examples are correct. Okay? Now, some of you might see this because at the beginning of a sentence and feel uncomfortable by it. Okay. So in this case, then you're going to really want to write with the first type of sentence, and you're going to want to avoid using because. And if you don't mind using because at the beginning of a sentence, please go ahead and do it. All right? If you don't like it, you could swap in since is good enough, right? Yeah, since Mr. Houston is cheap. That might work just as well for you, because it does show the relationship between the cheapness and what he likes to do on Saturdays. So here we have, we've just talked about complex or subordination. Because and since are subordinating conjunctions. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you another sentence that uses a compound sentence, that uses a coordinating conjunction, or what's sometimes called fan boys, because there's only 7 words in this set, and they spell out the word fanboys: for and nor, but, or, yet, so. I can't remember if Revel spells them out that way, but they're in a set this way. There's only 7 of them that follow these rules. And to show you this, I'm going to use this first example, and I've got it set up for you. I'm going to slide this on top. And comma 4 equals because. And this is the first thing that you'll ever learn, or that I'm teaching you, that this comma 4 equaling because is something that we never say, but we only see it in writing. Maybe if we had a really cool president for 8 years, he wrote down all his speeches before he spoke, and he sometimes used it in his speeches. And it might have even drifted over into his conversation. But those two are equal, and we don't want to get it confused with the regular old preposition for my brother. That's the same old for that we've always been using. Comma 4 is the conjunction that means because. And so here are the two sentences together. All right. and you can hear me say them out loud. On Saturdays, Mr. Houston likes to go thrift shopping because he is cheap. On Saturdays, Mr. Houston likes to go thrift shopping for he is cheap. And gosh, it doesn't sound right, does it? It sounds a little pretentious, a little affected, but really it's okay. And notice I've got the comma over on this side because I happen to start a new line. But this is the comma for construction that equals because. Because equals for. All right. Is there anything more I need for sentence combining? No. But in the sentence combining exercise, some people don't really get this point that for can sometimes be a conjunction and sometimes it can be a preposition. Just like fish, a word like fish can be it can be a noun, can't it? It can be a thing, right? That swims. It can be a verb like I fish, you fish, I go fishing, right? Fish can also be an adjective because it can describe what kind of fish you buy. You buy shrimp at a fish market, right? A fish store. So words can be sometimes in different groups of words. Boy, maybe I should do a little. I'll give you some pointers on that. But there you go, sentence combining. Watch your commas. Be very most important thing for your test. Making sure that you're not getting the comma after because, and you're not getting it anywhere near because. Okay? There you go. I talked too much. Sorry.